Morning, guys. It's, what is it, Wednesday morning now? We got rain Monday morning, so I spent Monday it pretty much rained all day, and my gleaners don't fit in a shop because you can't fold the augers up if you need to work on them, so I always have to work on them outside. But that's neither here nor there. But I spent yesterday working on the R65, had a U-joint out on the loading auger in the bin, if that makes sense, the one that takes the clean grain elevator up. So worked on that yesterday. Still need somebody to come out and help me screw the auger back into that double U-joint pivot, but that's no big deal. Just need somebody for 20 minutes and they'll be around this morning. But the N6 here, what we're working on is I gotta go in and get the stone door back shut right there. It kicked open late the other night, and yeah, that's the rotor up in there. It kicked open the other night when it was getting really tough, and yeah, that happens. But we're also working on the rotary fan here on the side. It spins still, but has resistance, and I need it to spin free because those just work on the suction of the fan on the motor to get them to rotate and keep the dust and everything off of them. So that's kind of what I've been messing with. And I gotta pull this hub off, swing the AC cooler back, and then there's two bearings I gotta take off, and should be able to pretty much drop the rotary fan off and get new bearings put in it. But something else I noticed the other night when I was running late with his old N6, his lights aren't that good. I mean, not really a surprise for a combine from 1983. My cat is being annoying again. To have bad lights. No, I'm not saying they're that bad. They work. All the lights on this thing work. They all light up. But yeah, it was kind of feeling like flying blind, and then I was kind of working in a soft area, and almost got stuck once. It just was fairly unnerving. And just by some interesting coincidence, I had actually had a company reach out. Friday Parts reached out to me and wanted me to try out some of their products. And so we're going to unbox what they sent me and get them on the N6 today and see if we can make life a little better. Now, I will tell you here ahead of time, it's windy today. There's supposed to be gusts up to 50 mile an hour, so if the wind starts blowing and making a lot of noise, kind of sorry, but just kind of got to roll with it for the moment. But Friday Parts sells parts for industrial and off-the-road applications, from the best I can tell. Some of it at discount prices, so that's sure helpful. But they reached out to me and wanted me to pick something I thought I could use. And this is kind of what I came up with. Now, they don't really make stuff specifically for, say, Gleaner N6. So we had to get a little interesting to make this work for a Gleaner. Now, what we have should be 6 of one and 2 of another. We have LED bulbs is what we're going with. We got LED bulbs, that's what we're working with. We're gonna outfit this N6 with nice par 36 LED bulbs. Should help me a lot seeing what I'm doing in the dark with that thing. The R65 has pretty good lights. They're still not LEDs, but yeah, we're gonna brighten this thing up. Now, the kit I got's actually, I think, for like a John Deere tractor. So I have a few extra pieces here, but I would think I can find a way to use them for sure. We got a whole bunch of these lights. Trying to decide, I think 2 of these might be Two of them I think are what I would call these two here, or this one here is like a high-low beam light, which will go on like the road lights on the combine. And then these guys here are just straight up flood, which are 6 of the lights on the combine are just flood lights. So that's kind of the game plan here. And we also got this box of other parts or other lights that don't quite fit the application, but I bet we can modify something to make them work or find a use for them on something else entirely, I would say. But yeah, it's the front nose lights for a John Deere 50 series and newer sound guard. And I don't know, we might be able to mount these up underneath the Gleaner on the cab, or you know, maybe we make them fit like Dad's 4640 or the 4230 we have around here too. Be kind of nice. But that's kind of the game plan there. So big thank you to Friday Parts for reaching out and giving me the opportunity to try out some of their products. Pretty excited to get this N6 all lit up. But on the combine, your lights look pretty, yeah, it's just a 3-prong on the back for the high-lows, and I'm not sure we'll be able to use all 3. I think we'll just have to be using 2 of them. But we have 3 there, 3, and then the stubble lights left and right side of the cab is what we have to do. So gonna have to crawl up, set you guys up. I'm gonna crawl, actually I'll probably take out one of the stubble lights here and see what kind of connectors are in it. I'll run to town, make sure I have all the right connectors, and we will get these installed this morning and finish working on the N6. I got bearings I need to pick up too for the rotary fan on the side. And that's just what we're gonna do today. Get this thing all lit up. Might have to come out later this evening and kick the lights on and see how bright it is, because you're not gonna be able to tell anything today, and you're gonna need to adjust them too. But pretty excited. Again, thank you to Friday Parts. We're gonna take one of these bulbs out, see what we need for connectors, and then we'll get back with you guys when we do the installation. Well, I went to town and got all the right connectors. Spent most of the morning and afternoon actually working on the rotary screen on the N6. And now we're gonna just jump right into fixing this guy up with lights. We'll start on the stubble lights because they're here easy for me to get to. The ones up high, and not so much. I might have to start the combine and raise the header, honestly. That way I can get at that situation a little better. Gonna set up these wire strippers. There we go. And I grabbed the wrong pliers. Had to put different spade connectors on, hooked to these lights, which isn't a big deal at all. Totally expected. Hardware has changed a lot in the last 40 years. Stupid cat's over there making noise again. Ah, golly. Have to go dig those out of the feeder house now. That was nice and dusty. convenient they got ground and positive marked, because I know LEDs are diode style, so kind of not gotta know what you're getting into. The wind today is wreaking havoc. Probably making my Milo fall over too, to be honest. So okay, that is down in there. It'd be a lot easier if this combine had the rubber style light holders, but it has these steel ones, so not installing quite as easy as I'd like, but it's in there. We'll hook up ground here, and then positive. I'm gonna crawl up in the cab and turn the switch and see if these guys turn on. They should. We'll go find out. There you go. We are lit up. That is number one. Means we have 7 more to do, but that looks good. I got one screw to put in the bottom here. Then we'll probably start the combine, lift the header up, and work our way across. I gotta figure out which two on the front of this combine are the road lights. I'd assume it's probably the inside two, but we'll figure that out here in a little bit. Shouldn't be too bad. But I'm gonna get screw put in there, and then we'll move on to the next part. Okay, I got the header raised up so I can get the lights better. I'm gonna set you guys up here on my pickup and probably do a sped up time lapse or something here of me installing those 6 lights. Well, wind got me there for a minute. I got the lights all pulled down and all my connectors installed up there, and I ran jumper wires. So I have two hot connectors on the center 2 lights on the combine, because I got the high-low beam for the centers because of road lights and not. And those are the center 2 lights there. So yeah, because this doesn't have high-low beam, but it does have road lights, if that makes sense. For trapezoidal road lights, not just flood, was kind of the thought process there. So that's what we're doing. We're just gonna light up both the high and low beams on that. And so now I got to come over here and change out all the lights in the bezels. So I'm gonna get kind of just set myself up on an assembly line here. I'll set you guys right here and you can watch. Okay, all 6 are installed. That one I had to beat back out. Somehow that thing hit something sometime in its life, but they're all installed. So I will set you guys back up on my pickup. Hopefully you don't blow over this time, and I will get them installed up on the cab and we'll see what they look like. Last one. Had one up on the top there that really fought me, and I don't know what the deal was there. Ooh, that one's got some junk in it. These, you can tell the ones that are down in the dust more have a lot more trash in them. That's it. That's the last one. So I'm gonna clean up and then we'll show them all lit up to you. Well, there you have it. We're all lit up again. Need to close that cover. That's lit up good. Rotary screens is over here spinning away, which is wonderful. Our repair seems to have worked. I got the stone door closed a minute ago. Got quite a bit of trash in it. There's some corn, volunteer corn in it. Or corn cobs from volunteer corn. It was probably the reason it kicked open, because that's kind of like a rock to that rock door. If the cob's big enough and it hits that rotor, it's gonna, because the rotor's set tight for Milo, it's just gonna kick it through. But yeah, we got 8 lights lit up. Heck yeah. Again, big thank you to Friday Parts. Wouldn't have probably done this without them. So big thank you to them for reaching out. Really appreciate the opportunity to try out one of their products.
Can't wait for it to get dark here. We're gonna come back out once it's dark and set all the lights and where they need to look.
And tomorrow afternoon, hopefully we're cutting Milo again. Got a buddy coming down out of South Dakota that really wanted to come run the N6. And I think he's bringing a drone along, so we might get some drone footage of at least one combine, if not two, in the field. And that would be very cool to have
Both the Gleaners cutting Milo on a drone with some drone footage.
But we'll come back out later, maybe this evening or tomorrow evening, and get
the lights all set on this thing and be ready to cut Milo
after dark, which this time of year with daylight savings is like 5:30. Well guys, we're finishing up for the night here. I got my buddy Casey from South Dakota in the N6, and damn, those new lights look good. They honestly work better than what's on my R65. I am really tickled with those. Might need to adjust a little still, but she's bright, darn bright. Again, big thank you to Friday Parts on those. Thank you to them for reaching out. They weren't that hard to install. I had them in probably an hour, and gosh, they really make this stuff better. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this video. Those lights turned out great. I'm on all the social medias as @TeamMontyIH. You guys have a good one. Go drag something out of the weeds and get it running.